Sugar Ray 2K. Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm bringing you back episode 2 of My League 2K16. Now, if you remember episode 1, the first game was against Toronto. We lost that game. I lost that game. But I did not save the content after the game. Once I ended the recording, uploaded it on YouTube, and I did not save it for some reason, which was my boo-boo. So I apologize for that. I will not replay that game. Instead, I'm gonna skip right to our first home game against Milwaukee on the 19th. So I'm gonna skip these 3 road games, but I'm gonna show you guys what I did in the absence, knowing what happened in that game against Toronto. We didn't have any perimeter shooting. Our defense just wasn't there. Our rebounding wasn't as good as I wanted it to. So for that reason, I made a few changes. Now, I didn't trade anyone, but I did sign and waive a couple of people. I did waive Steve Novak, and I picked up Ray Allen. Ray Allen is a good perimeter shooter and perimeter defender, so maybe he can help us out right there. So as you can see, Ray Allen, I'm going to start him at my 3. And I know at 6'5", 205, and 40 years old, he's not the type of player that needs to be checking KD or LeBron or Giannis for that matter. But I'm going to take a chance here. So I'm giving Odin the start here. I'm going to let him start because of his size and defensive presence. Our bench is going to be a bit undersized with Prince at power forward and Davis at the center, but I'm going to take my chances. So without further ado, let me skip these 3 games and let's get this game started. Barring any injuries, okay? We won the first game. And why am I not surprised that Greg Oden got hurt? Not surprised at all that he got hurt. Not surprised at all. But okay. I get it. Okay, but Greg Oden hurt. Okay. I'm going to bring Miles Leonard in. Maybe not to start. I think I will bring Prince in to start. I think I'll make Prince my starter. Bum ass. Bum motherfucker. Like, damn it. And I'll give Miles Leonard some bump. And I know Prince is ice cold, but I'll let him start with my starting lineup, who is hot right now. My starting lineup is hot right now. So we got a couple of days off in a row. So how the hell did he fuck his shit up? Like, we're not even playing any games, bruh, and you hurt? I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, what's going on? Like, what's up? See, look, man, we practicing every day. I don't like that. Okay. Let me give myself some rest days, man. Let my guys rest. Ray Allen hurt. His overall hasn't gone down too far. It's only a 73, and it's a bone bruise. So I'm gonna let him still play. Let me think. A bruised left shoulder. Okay, that's okay. I'll let him play with a bruised left shoulder. okay. It's okay. We taking on Milwaukee. We 3-0. We at home for the first time.
The 2K Sports Preview Show.
Hello and welcome everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trailblazers as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, after splitting their first 2 games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. And we'll be seeing the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo in tonight's game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Shaq, how good can this kid be?
You know, Ernie, it's rare to see a blend of size and speed as his position. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. He's a great athlete, and he really can finish at the rim.
Yeah, he's very young, you know, but his skill isn't young. And if he stays focused and works on his outside shot, which I've heard he's been doing, I think that he can.
Okay, skipping that. I don't give a fuck what you got to say.
At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches. At the
Don't care about that. I'm sorry. I know if y'all in the introductions, I'm not.
2K Sports. This is Kevin
Giannis isn't starting.
Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
And I wonder why. Like, is he hurt or something? He could be hurt. He could be hurt. How do I check injuries? Like, oh, okay, injuries. No, he's not hurt. He's just coming off the bench. He's just coming off the bench.
It wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute.
Now, we're a bit undersized.
Spacing was poor.
And going against Henson and Monroe.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything.
Inside, nice move there.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Carter Williams is the point.
I think as a
Greg Monroe
small
is out there with
forward,
John Henson, and it's Parker
he's
in
a
at the 3
bit.
slot.
He's slow.
Well, Clark, the Bucks were much
playing that power forward position.
Going 18 and 23.
Yeah, they were very competitive.
He's a lot quicker than all, a lot of the other power forwards. Jabari Parker's going to be a tough cover for Ray Allen, like for real.
And for the Bucks, who only won 5
he's going to be a tough
games
cover
in 2014. Last year's mark of 18 is a huge step forward. Still, they had problems last year as they had an
I don't think we moved the ball around enough in that last game. Cannon inside, good move.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Parker passes to Carter Williams. Monroe with a screen on Lillard. Carter Williams with it. Lillard picks him up.
Good defense, and that's what you want to see.
And here we go.
Good defense.
Allen. The court. And here's McCollum for 3. Offensive rebound. And Lillard kicks to McCollum.
McCollum again.
No good with the wing jumper.
And CJ just
got to be
not
disappointed with himself on that one. He
just not hitting nothing,
to knock those down.
And there was a lot of that in that last game.
Carter Williams dishes to Parker. Here's Monroe. Prince with the defensive effort.
Nice rebound. Okay.
Well, I tell you, the Bucks are taking steps in the right direction on the road. The problem is the franchise hasn't had a winning record on the road since 2001.
Now here's Cantor. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
Inside. Ray Allen. That's a lot of contact, but nothing called. A lot of contact, but nothing called.
Got a piece of it. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball.
Inside and one. Nice move by McCollum.
2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact. in the NBA.
Free throw good, McCollum.
I want to get McCollum into the
McCollum
80s before the end of the season if I
broken a
can.
bone in each of the last
really
three
do.
seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
Clock at 6. Prince against Monroe.
Monroe.
And the Bucks miss again.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
From deep, Prince.
Prince from downtown, no good.
Milwaukee.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And I noticed that I'm holding the button a bit too long. I don't know if it's probably because I'm going live, but like it's a weird like lag on it, like when I'm shooting my jump shots. Like it's kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it.
Lillard with it. 20 points for him last game against Boston.
Tayshaun, and he missed the layup.
The type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Something we can't do, man. You can't miss open layups like that, man. You can't miss open layups like that, man.
Prince with the defensive effort. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the basket by Lillard.
Good move.
Lillard's got his first points of the night.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Monroe against Prince. And Monroe kicks to Carter Williams. Screen by Monroe. From outside, off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Kicks it to Prince. Pulls up. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Parker against Prince. Monroe. And it's good in the assist by Parker. 6 points for Craig Monroe.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's McCollum in their last win against Boston.
I thought he was going to hit that corner, man.
Parker outside. Chance there to take the lead, missing. And for Portland, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. The dish now to McCollum. Cantor, the pass to Allen. And here's McCollum for three. The rebound by Middleton. McCollum's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. With his first shot attempt, Middleton can't get it to go. And here's Portland, their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And how about the accuracy?
Damian
Lillard. From three-point range in that game. They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
McCollum kicks to Lillard from deep. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
There's a chance he can have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they play 10 games, each side would win 5.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and they had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Okay. My bad.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for John Henson. Mayo comes in for Parker. Vasquez, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg speaks for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players' work, and he keeps them accountable.
And you know, having that
there we go. Good defense.
So much better last season. Kidd is still a very young.
Good defense. Good double right there on Monroe.
Bright future in that capacity for himself.
Portland leading by 3. Morrow kicks to Anderson. Davis against Antetokounmpo. Davis dishes to Harris. Back to Davis. Out left to the wing. Here's Morrow. That's in
Morrow
there. Davis
got
with
it
the
in.
assist. Morrow's got his
That's what I
first
like
2
to
points
see.
of the night.
That's what I like to
Trail
see.
by 5. Antetokounmpo kicks to Mayo. Pass to Monroe.
Now I know it's kind of messed up because we did lose the first game.
And that's the way you want to.
And my first video actually explains
Always
it.
important to have that good interior defense.
Harris is going right at him.
See the
Can't hit it
defenders
though.
afraid to kind of get in his way.
In my
a lot
first
of
video,
times when he's
you
on
know,
his way
I
to
clearly
the basket.
lost, and I did not play getting good in that game.
And the basket is good.
Good
Got
bucket.
it
That
to
was a
go
tough
through
bucket.
on the contact. So a
O.J.
free throw coming
Mayo.
up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. The Bucks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Forget he played with
And if we
Milwaukee
want
around
to
this
take a
time.
look
I don't know if he
back,
got
they
too much
converted
bump
about
though.
76% from the
I
line.
don't know if he got too much bump.
Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Harris outside. Now Davis. Can't get it to go.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And still a close game as the
Good
first quarter
quarter.
comes to a close.
I feel like we have a lot of the
Portland leads by
momentum.
2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
But we're only up by 2.
And we sat down with Bucks head coach Jason Kidd to hear what he had to say about Damian Lillard as he follows the lineage of great point guards from Oakland, California.
I think it's something special when you look at what Gary Payton started. And when he passed the torch, my job was to carry it, and hopefully we would get another kid out of it.
Talk about a lineage. What is it about Oakland that produces these kinds of point guards specifically? I mean, that city has produced some terrific players.
Definitely. An East Bay kind of thing. And Damian Lillard has got it now. Now he's got to get used to having that mantle and getting his teams past the first round of the postseason.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go.
That was a
Let's reset
mistake.
the lineups courtesy of Gatorade.
That
as
was a
the
mistake.
second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got.
Just a
We've
great
got
find by
Henson,
Giannis.
Mayo out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Jared Bayless, and it's Vasquez in at the 2 guard. And here is Harris. O.J. Mayo getting it to go from deep. Harris kicks to Davis. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis with his
Down low,
long
out
arms.
of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Bad Eric pass by Jared Bayless.
And some stats on him. How he did last season. He put up about
You don't
7
see that
points a
often
game,
by
3
Bayless,
assists,
but I'll take
and
it.
2
Oh,
rebounds.
shit.
And a quality player.
Okay,
I
I was
love
not
what he brings to the
expecting
table at that
Dame
backup point guard.
Dollar.
Well, you want
Hit
a guy
it.
to come in who knows how to run the offense intelligently. And that's
God
exactly what he does.
damn.
Kinda
Come
like
on,
how
man.
you ran things, Greg.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. CJ
Game dog.
McCollum, he's
There we go.
checked in for
What?
Anderson.
What up?
And Lillard subbed in for Harris. And Lillard throws it down.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And now I'm going to do some man-to-man defense.
Basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
So it's the Bucks now. Portland making their last shot.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Here's McCollum. Just 5 on the clock.
CJ, nothing going there.
And guys, the Greek freak.
And his low overall is just really hurting his play.
Was up in
like, he can't make tough lay-ins.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The three ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
Here's Davis. Following the basket by O.J. Mayo. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
And you know
almost a bad turnover by me.
Now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Myers Leonard. Prince comes in for Davis. And it's Allen in for Anthony Morrow. And then for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Carter Williams in for Vasquez. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
You know, going back to Giannis, he has the physical makeup and skill set to be a triple-double guy. I mean, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to fulfill his potential, except consistency. That's the area he's got to tighten up.
For Portland, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And Lillard kicks to Kanter. Stolen by Henson.
Stolen by Henson. And Henson is like a defensive god on this game. Why, I don't know.
Here's
but
Carter
he
Williams.
Just is.
Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And talking about Giannis, he was clearly one of the very best players in that 2013 draft. Selected number 15 overall by the Bucks. And if you looking back, to me, that's what we'd have to call a steal with the kind of player he's developed into.
That's good.
Good move by Kanter. He had the smaller
several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able
to jump ahead. And in this game, Jabari Parker is a small forward.
And 4.
Now here's Parker, hoping to put that miserable performance against Miami behind him tonight. Middleton with it, guarded now by Tayshaun Prince. Parker's shot is off.
And he blew the layup.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's McCollum. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Milwaukee. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Portland.
Tell you what, guys. They're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Holy shit.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And the Bucks making a change here.
I want him to be my second go-to guy, but it's not looking that way so far. So I got to do what I can to make sure he has himself.
That one drops and he's now
good speed there. That's the only
slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the
I don't know what I said.
You want to do the opposite of smart basketball.
The Bucks shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
That happened last game. That was bullshit, by the way. But
they talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward.
Ray Allen, for 3.
Harris is checked in for Lillard. And
you thought he wouldn't hit that? Come on.
Jared Bayless is checked in for O.J.
That's exactly why we got him.
Carter Williams following the 3 from Ray Allen. And Parker, here we go.
And Jabari Parker.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Portland.
Milwaukee's a very lengthy team. They're very lengthy.
Here is Bayless. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The basket drops
and one good.
The shot.
That was just a lot of strength on that possession right there by Gerald.
Middleton has improved every year as well. Added
although he cannot hit the free throw
after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively.
Now here's Allen. Kanter inside.
Hello?
Hey, Nod.
Yeah, what's up, Ma?
Yeah, hey. I just called my insurance company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And talked to the guy. So, he said he gonna see what he can do for you. I told him he was gonna come up there. So I told him around 2:30.
Okay.
He said, have the VIN number of the vehicle.
The VIN?
Yeah, I think it's on the cover.
Okay, it should be on my,
Yeah, the VIN number, and you need your driver's license.
Okay.
Okay, the thing is, I told him this. I told him that the days were up for renewal.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but the car's been sitting. I said, because you wasn't able to afford the insurance on it.
Right.
He said, insurance was another insurance company. So he said he gonna try to work something out for you. And I told him, it contained by Monday.
Right.
So, he said he's gonna just ask for help and get you straight.
All right, that's cool. That'll work.
Okay, but just let him know you've been driving your car.
Uh,
Tell him it's been sitting. You can use some other transportation.
okay, I got you.
Okay, yeah, that's how long you catch me on.
All right, got you. All right.
5 to 3.
All right, I'll be there by 2.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Sorry, y'all. That was Mom's Dukes, and I always answer the phone when she calls.
Cantor
I don't care if I'm playing the game or not.
Parker,
There we go. Strong buckets.
3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
No, hold on. Y'all ain't seen me. And one.
And for Middleton, adding that three-point shot was huge. I mean, not only can he keep teams honest outside, but he hits over 40% of his
free
shots
throws,
from
free
beyond the
throws, free
Bayless the
throws.
pass to Carter Williams.
Good block.
Tipped, and they're able to recover. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Knocked away.
Harris.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
I got to be careful what I say because I don't want to get another technical.
1:56 left to play here in the half. Carter
I don't even
Williams
remember
kicks
what
to
I said,
Middleton.
but I don't think I said like fuck or pussy or cock or
Dishes
nothing
at the
like
Parker.
that. Excuse my language.
Here's the screen. A shot by
Ooh,
Carter
that
Williams.
is such-
Nobody around. But they get it back. And that one's good. Parker.
Just lazy defense.
The
on
rebounding
glass
is
there.
going to kill us.
Nobody boxed out. Nobody
Enes
put a
Kanter's not the
body on anybody
greatest
else. Things
rebounder. I
like
mean,
that
Tayshaun
not only
Prince isn't a
drive the coach
rebounder.
crazy, that stuff
So-
gets under my skin.
Now here's Prince.
Prince.
No luck.
Good
Excellent
move, but he
D
can't
from Parker.
finish.
Here's Middleton. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 4 assists now tonight.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Harris. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. And Cantor throws
Nice
it down.
move.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark could do it for a
Tremendous
man.
move there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin.
I knew he was going to drive. I didn't mean to foul him hard.
And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better.
And he missed both.
Well, I think both
He
showed
missed
they're
both
very
free
capable of
throws.
being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Here's Morrow. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Leonard sets a screen for Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one
Threw that ball
Harris.
away.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Threw that ball away. And
20
that's
seconds left here in the
something
second.
I didn't want.
Now here's Vasquez.
They can just hold it, really, until half. Oh, man.
Monroe outside. That one a little long. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
They're playing with a sense of urgency, even though they're at home. Sometimes you feel so comfortable on your home court, the other team can jump on you. But they know these fans have their back, and now they're well positioned to build a lead in the second half.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, how about that contribution they got from the bench? Nice. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. I would be surprised to see him dig a little deeper into that bench. Some games you just got to go with the lineups that are working and just improvise, Ernie.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Enes Kanter. What a contribution.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
Tied at 26.
And for Portland, they're shooting
14 minutes left in this game.
Struggling to find that net.
Damian Lillard. Come on, give me that.
And it's Damian Lillard. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Kanter. And
that's why they call him Dame Dollar.
So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard,
free throws off, and I'm just
with the
not
ball in his hands, always in attack mode.
And like I said, I don't know why,
has a killer instinct,
but because I'm going live, I feel as though
Parker. Monroe dishes to Parker.
I feel as though the speed of the game is just off, just
Portland leading
by a split second. I can't explain it, like with the jump shot timing and all that.
Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by Lillard. And for Lillard, he keeps the ball moving, as Greg was talking about. And Clark, he keeps his teammates involved.
Very proficient in the pick and roll, understands the nuances of looking at weak side defenders and getting to the free throw lane for the roll man. He knows all the tricks to make that pick and roll really successful.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career, despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play.
I'm gonna do this game
once they drafted.
I probably won't do
and that took
my third episode.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. There's the pass to Prince.
That's what I wanted right there. Right there. CJ.
Monroe's got his 4th rebound with that last.
So I've been thinking about starting a third game on this channel, and that third game I'm thinking of most likely will be Friday the 13th. Now, I don't have that on my profile. I actually have it on another profile that's on my PlayStation. Good Lord, what a putback.
Was there any doubt?
That was nasty, Henson. That was nasty, man.
Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
And that's the kind of energy you have to display when you want to attack that offensive glass.
Here's Allen, following the score by John Henson. Lillard attacking.
Lillard inside.
Lillard's got it all.
A lot of contact
now for Portland.
But I'm thinking about doing Friday the 13th, maybe later. Maybe later once I come back.
He doesn't have Clark, the long-range jumper. Teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch.
I think I'll do a few games of that.
Not super athletic.
Live.
Where he
I
does
may pick up
damages in the painted area. And there's still value in that.
I didn't call a timeout. I gotta stop talking when I'm playing because this thing does things on its own. I didn't call a timeout, but I'll take it.
I was really surprised when Michael Carter-Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards.
Thinking about doing Friday the 13th later, and I may pick up on Red Dead Redemption as well later. Or I may do that tomorrow.
Went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well.
I haven't
but Greg,
decided
the one thing
yet.
he can't seem to lock down is his shooting stroke.
Yeah,
I am sure that I'm going to do Friday the 13th later.
expect more
I'll
out
probably
of him
post that on my social media and get that out there.
This is a young player, and oftentimes
but right now, in the meantime, I'm not going to look past this game. We got to beat Milwaukee. I feel as though we got a lot of momentum, but Milwaukee has the lead.
Plays a role for him as well.
O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Parker.
And that's a move that he can't stop. And Cantor just continues to beast and feast inside.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Here's Monroe. Offensive rebound, Bucks. The shot's good from Henson.
He was the first
and
one to
I know that's going to kill us.
Excellent anticipation on his part.
Without Greg Oden, I figured that would kill us.
Lillard attacking.
Damian Lillard. Oh, that's a lot of contact. Nothing was called.
Milwaukee in the lead. Mayo kicks to Carter Williams. Mayo dishing to Monroe. Shot from free throw range. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Very heavily
and now we're
contested.
3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Allen outside.
Bad pass. Bad pass.
Allen against Mayo. The feed to Carter Williams. And so he draws the
and then we foul him, so he goes to the line
to shoot two.
And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size. He's a good athlete, plays hard. But he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Davis comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Ray Allen. Milwaukee also making some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Monroe. And it's Vasquez in for Chris Middleton. Now here's McCollum.
McCollum inside. Good move and good bucket.
McCollum's got 6 points. Well, going back to Michael Carter Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, and you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him.
Now, here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. Pass to Leonard. And the layup's good.
Good bucket by Leonard.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg,
you got to remember, Giannis around this time isn't the beast that he is today, but also he isn't as strong as he is today. Ooh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought his name up. Goddamn.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here is Davis after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Morrow. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
Yeah, that was amazing, that game. And, you know, the 2010-2011 season, he had the 2nd highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game, wanting to be more than just a shooter.
Portland with the ball. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo, Morrow kicks to Harris. He's looking for Leonard and finds him for the lead. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And guys, Myers Leonard really showing signs of progress in last season. Huge steps forward for the big man.
And you know, progress is all about confidence with young players. I mean, his shooting percentages were remarkable when you look at the fact that 50, 40, 90,
will come back
40%, 90% for a 7-footer, unheard of, and he's in that neighborhood.
Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Portland.
You know, I think Myers Leonard really finding his niche as a stretch big man. And I think with his size and athleticism, the Blazers had envisioned him making his mark in the paint. But the way he's shooting, though, that they're not going to complain nor try to limit his impact on the game.
Now here's Leonard. Passes it to Morrow. And stolen by
That
Mayo.
was a stupid pass. That was really a dumb pass. Why I did that, I
He
don't
feeds it
know.
to Vasquez. 1:15 left to play here in the third.
Ah, you should have stayed with him, Davis. I
Milwaukee,
thought you
no
would.
good that time either.
And, you know, his teammates, Leonard's teammates, encouraged him to just let it fly. So much of the NBA game is confidence. And he's having success putting the ball in the basket. And I think he has a chance to be a very good player.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 11. Shot clock at 5. 11 feet away. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Over to the wing. Vasquez passes to Antetokounmpo.
I'm not worried about him shooting. I'm worried about that, though. Goodness. Good move.
Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
he is.
Yeah.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Halis can't get it to go. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bucks lead by 1. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play.
This is a game that I feel like.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting around 41%.
This is a game I feel like we really should be up handily.
Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Greg Monroe is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Carter Williams in at the point. Now here's Middleton. From 13, Tayshaun Prince with the rebound. Portland trailing here. And Lillard kicks to Prince.
Prince for 3. Can't hit it.
Rebound. Cantor. And he takes
Cantor is there for the rebound.
it through.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have.
Jabari Parker. Y'all didn't know this man is a beast on this game.
Actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
On the basket, got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Allen against Carter Williams. From outside the arc, and that's Prince. That time on the assist by McCollum.
3-point shot by Tayshaun.
Prince has got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
Something we needed. Just getting a little bit of space now. We just need a little bit of space.
Here's Carter Williams. The shot by
Middleton is wide open.
Here's Monroe, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Looking at the game Greg Monroe has been having, 10 points in addition to that, he's been a rebounding machine.
Clark, he has been clearing space in that paint, just really out-muscling and out-maneuvering everyone.
And so Greg Monroe nails both of them. One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up, he can pop out and knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding passer, and at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
Tayshaun Prince for
Another
3,
miss
no good.
by Prince. Bucks trail by 3. Feeds to Carter Williams. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo.
That was
as
a
that
very
one goes
good bucket.
in.
and really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish. And getting back to Greg Monroe, guys, he made some subtle strides last season. Best rebounding average of his career, up to 75% on his free throws. And how about this one? Not one three-point attempt last season. That tells you he's starting to mature.
Now here's Carter Williams. Monroe dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Monroe. And another make to his scoring count. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And you know, with some people, they'll always find something wrong with Monroe's game. He'll never make the all-defensive team. He kind of looks like he's playing at half speed, but he produces, and he does it within the team confines.
Ray Allen.
Bucks have gone 3 of 6
nowhere
in the field
near
so far in the 4th quarter. Here's Carter Williams.
Carter Williams fouled and went straight to the. He went right to the basket. Smart move.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
He kicks to Cantor. It's tipped. Allen passes to Lillard. Kicks it out to Allen.
Too much passing, too much dribbling.
And here is Parker.
Not enough.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter.
Carter Williams.
No good that time either.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Parker with it. Cantor covering. Parker drives in, and it's blocked. And they get it. And the basket good. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Down by 4 with just over 3 minutes to go.
Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them terrible points at the free throw line.
Decision
we'll see if they'll respond, guys.
And that one's
and one.
Every time they get scored on during
as you can see, we just starting to fall apart.
Inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Now here's Allen. He dishes it to McCollum. To the left wing. And Lillard kicks to Cantor. Just 4 to shoot. They need this one. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Lillard. Davis dishes to Lillard. Goes back up. And
Lillard blocked by Henson.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Nobody near Allen.
Ray Allen.
Really tough for this group right now. Trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Now here's McCollum. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Lillard attacking. Davis, the pass to Allen. Allen with another miss.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Parker's shot is off. Portland trails by 6. Here's McCollum. The stupendous finish in traffic.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're up by 4. There's 1:26 left to play here in the 4th. And Portland making a change here. Prince is checked in. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Henson with the screen. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. For three. And slam dunk by Henson. Henson's got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee.
Didn't fucking need. We did not need
Portland's
that.
gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's McCollum.
Inside, McCollum can't
pulls
hit.
It down.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
To the middle. Out to Parker. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Just 5 to shoot. High arcing shot, and he sinks the layup.
And that's most likely going to do it right there.
Bucks lead.
And with
we really unraveled here in that fourth quarter.
This lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
Here's Lillard. Jabari Parker making his last shot.
Ray Allen can't hit the three.
Now Carter Williams.
We're going to let this game go. Our first loss of the season is actually the second loss of the channel. But it is what it is. Disappointing loss. Is a game I thought we could have had. We probably should have had.
A solid win on the road for them. This
Milwaukee came to play. I think we were just a bit undersized. I think the rebounding really hurt us.
What you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by
lack
crunch
of defense.
time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Game I wish I could have back. Kind of pissed off.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Greg Monroe. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver these sorts of performances, and he helped carry his team tonight.
Greg Monroe.
Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
We couldn't really do much with him, man, because I had
this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
All right. Regular box scores. Lillard had 14. Cantor had 12 and 10. 8 for McCollum on 3 of 10 shooting. Prince 5, and everyone else. Allen 1 of 7. He just hit that 1-3. And 3 players on our team just did not score. Milwaukee, Monroe, Jabari Parker is a 77 overall, and Giannis is a 78. Why he didn't get the start, I'm not sure. But Greg Monroe was just a monster on the boards, man. Carter Williams did a little bit of everything. Parker did, rebounding and scoring. O.J. Mayo didn't miss from the field, neither did Henson. Not a bad game. Middleton didn't have that good of a game, but we'll take that. We'll take that. Ah, man. All right. All right. Well, that game is in the books. I will probably bring game 3. Possibly, I might do that Cleveland game. I think that's a game I might have fun with. Depends on who's back, who's healthy. I would like to play a game with my man Odin back in the starting lineup. He's going to be out for still day to day. But I would like to have had him. I don't think Prince is that bad as a power forward, but against a team like Milwaukee, where they got 2 big men like that, that's going to be tough. But let's take a look at the rest of the day and see who else was balling. We saw our game. Thunder and the Raptors. Terrence Ross had 13. Kyle Lowry had 11. They couldn't beat the Thunder. Westbrook had 16 points, 9 and 8 for Durant. Waiters had 8. Augustine had 7. Nice balanced scoring for OKC. Mavericks beat the Knicks by a single point. J.J. Barea had 15 and 9. 13 for Matthews, 10 for Felton. Dirk had 6 and 10. For the Knicks, Carmelo had 26 points. No one else was in double figures. So, it's still a tough game, though. Still a tough game. Heat and the Jazz, Dragic had 14. Trey Burke and Alec Burks both led their team. Gordon had 10 points. Damn, I hate the fact that we lost that game. I thought we would have some pretty good momentum, but it's all good. I'm going to leave it here, though, guys. And like I said, later, I will probably start my first episode. I'm going to start with Friday the 13th, and I'm going to hit y'all with some Red Dead Redemption probably later on tonight. So, y'all be safe. It's a crazy world. Peace and love. Y'all take it easy.